Okay, so
That's okay, fine. Okay, today what we will do, we will start like a multi-threading. So multi-threading, people will think it's very difficult programming, but it's not that much difficult. First, I will teach you some kind of some basic understanding, so that you can read any book or any blogs. You can able to understand very easily. So that's like that. I will teach, and I will give such kind of examples. Okay. So first, right, what is the purpose of multi-threading? So let me tell you one example. Okay, if let's suppose there is a work. So if one person will do this work in 10 days, okay. If two-person will join, and if they want to do the same work, then how many days it will take?
5 days.
5 days. So that is one example. So here, this is two persons will work parallelly, right?
Yeah.
So this is one thing. And okay, this is forget about that 2%, 3%. I'll give some other live example. So this is a simple Word document, right?
Yep.
So here, whenever I'm typing something, see here, there are some underlines is coming immediately, right?
Yeah.
Underlines, and so underline means, what is that meaning?
Actually, they're trying to find correction.
Yeah, spelling mistake. Okay, I can say. So whenever our goal is just we are typing, and behind the screen, what is happening? Something is happening, and it's telling this word is wrong. So it's one thread.
Yeah.
So one thread is running, and whenever you are doing the work, it's parallel, it's executing, and it's saying this is a spelling mistake, and it's displaying red color underline.
Okay.
Okay, and sometime you will see a green color underline, right?
Green color underline.
Yes, it's a kind of a grammar mistake.
Grammatical mistake, right?
It's correct grammatical mistake for you. For that purpose, you will get this color, green color, as an underline.
Right.
So basically here, through two threads are running parallelly. So whenever you are typing, that threads are keep on executing for each and every word, and it is telling this word is wrong, this line is wrong, something like that. So this is basically two threads behind the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, this is second example, and let me. Okay, so here I'm not able to show. Okay, this is the second example. So whenever we are doing typing parallel, is there is something is happening behind the screen. Okay, that is one thing. And second thing is, whenever your machine got stuck, if you open here, if you see the task bar, right? So there you
Yeah.
will see how many threads are running, high priority, low priority, something. You
Right.
can able to see it, right?
Right.
I don't know whether right now it is not coming for me to show.
Yeah, I think there is the only task manager one thing, because there is multiple function actually
Multiple
trying.
threads you will see. Sometimes if you right click, and you can able to select high priority, so something like that, but
Right.
right now it's not coming. So this is, there is some other, example of multi-threading means, see, in your machine now there is so many programs are running. One is, what is it, this Word document, another is Eclipse is running, and another MS Paint is running.
Right.
There is so many things are running, so many threads are parallelly running. So that's what you are seeing the results, but we have only one processor, right?
Yeah.
We have one processor, and so many threads are running. So what happened, so processor is one, but threads are so many. Word is one thread. Inside the thread we have multiple sub threads.
Right.
Grammar, spelling mistake, this is, I can say, T1, T2. I can say indirectly multi-threading, right, this one.
Right.
Okay, but processor is only one. But how it will give the time. So it will give you nanoseconds or milliseconds for each thread. You will not able to see the difference for each thread, right? So it will access processor and it will execute the program in in a span of nanoseconds or of milliseconds.
Right.
So that's what you can able to see multiple, but multiple functions are executing and you are seeing multiple results, but by using single processor.
Right.
So this is another example of multi-threading. Okay.
Got it. That makes, as I understand, actually, when if we're running in a website or something else,
Yes.
it actually getting running the multiple sets of work activity done or starting working behind the scenes. Suppose suppose if we are running a server under the server, so many work at a time. Or if we
Correct. 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 Yes. Yes. Yes.
got it.
So at the same time, if you can able to right click you maybe your machine, because I connected to this, what do you
Yeah, I
say?
got it. Actually, Task Manager actually
Yeah,
shows
you
down.
will see the threads. If you click on any one of thread and right click, right, you will get high priority, low priority, medium priority, end task. So that's what you are killing, right? If your machine got stuck, then you are doing right click and you are killing one particular task, one particular thread. You indirectly you are killing that time.
Right.
Also, sometimes if you right click, right, you have two options: give priority. So there you will get three options: medium priority, high priority, low priority.
Right.
Okay, so that is another example for each thread, right? So there is a three priorities anyway. That will be next topic. Okay, let me create a simple thread and let me run it for you. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to create a simple class thread demo. So this is a simple class.
Right.
Okay, so first, right, our main program is ready. So our main program is ready. After that, right, we have to call multiple threads and we have to execute multiple operations.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the main or goal. So now, right, first thing is I don't want to create multiple threads in in first time. So I want to create a simple one thread, and we will run that one and we will see the results.
Okay.
Okay, so how to create a thread? So to create a thread, right, we need some other class definitely. So
Okay.
let
Yeah.
me create class my thread, my thread, simple class.
Okay.
Okay, so for if at all if you want to qualify this class as a thread class, so we have to extend thread class.
Okay.
So this thread is under java.lang package. See, java.lang.thread.
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, under the thread, right, so there is a method called run. There is so many fields is there, don't worry about that one initially, but one method is there, run. So this is the method.
Okay.
So we need to override that method. So this is a thread is a class, inside the thread run method is there. So I'm trying to override that run method. That's all, nothing. I have not written anything, just simple. So here I want to execute. I want to display numbers from 1 to 10.
Okay.
Simple, that
Yeah.
is my task. Okay, for this is a simple task. After that I want to display number each time. So this is the simple task. I created a thread by extracting this one. After that, what I did, I have implemented the override method. This one we used to call it as a thread,
Right.
one thread. So inside the run method, you have to write some functions, operation. What operation need to be performed by using this thread? What you
Okay.
want to do by using thread? By using this thread. So I want to do some operation called displaying the numbers from 1 to 10. So
Okay.
this is the my operation. Okay. Now thread is ready. So we need to start this thread, right? So how you are starting the Word document? I went here and whenever you click on this icon, then the Word will open.
Yeah.
So we need some manual interaction. So here also we need some program. We need some trigger of this trigger of a program which will which will call this thread. So first, how to call it this thread? So first I had to create an object,
Okay.
thread one equal to new
Mm.
new thread. Okay. So now under the under a thread class there is another method called start. Let me go back and I will show you. So there is another method called thread start is there. So you can ignore about the implementation. There is another method called start. Okay, now what I had to do first, I had to create an object, then I had to call the start method.
Okay.
So I will tell you what is the why we are calling start method. What is the purpose? Okay. So this is the start method. So what will happen? First you are creating an object and you are calling start method. So what this start method will do? This start method will do two things. One is it is it will register, this thread will register with the CPU. So I'm a thread, I want to use you, so please register me. So it will register with CPU by using some ID. After registering the this thread with CPU, it will get some alphanumeric ID. Okay, you register, this is your ID. So if you want to use CPU, and you have to give your CPU ID, use it for some time and then go out.
Okay.
So whenever it is registered, whenever it is trying to invoke it went into CPU, and whenever it is trying to use the CPU, that time it will call this method indirectly. I mean, from internally, from start method, it will call run method.
Okay.
You got it right? We are calling start method. From start method, run method will be called.
Okay.
So now let me run it and let me see the results. So did you see there 0, 1, 2, 3 till 9 it is printing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I said right some other things. When it is registered with thread, right? So this thread will get some unique number, registration ID.
Okay.
So I mean I told you right, multiple threads are there. So how CPU will identify how many threads are registered? So
Each one
that's
has different ID, unique
yes,
ID.
correct. How many threads you are creating? For every thread you will get a unique ID. So how to know that unique ID? So this is the ID. Just I'm trying to print the ID of this thread.
Okay.
Get ID. There is a method called ID.
ID.
So let me run it and we will see whether that ID is registered or not. See, this thread ID is 10.
Mm.
Okay, let me run again and we will see whether what results I will get. So sometime you will get same, sometime you will get difference, that you are not able to predict it. Okay,
But
now
they will have an ID.
yes,
That's
definitely you will get some random number.
okay.
So thread is registered and it is printing. Okay, so now this is fine. So next time what I want to do, first I'm printing a number, one number. After that I want to wait for 1 second. After that next I want to print second number. First I want to print one, I want to wait for 1 second, and again I want to print next number. You got it right?
Okay.
So let me show you that one. I want to give you a delay, thread dot sleep. So I want to wait for 1 second. 1 second means 1000 milliseconds.
Okay.
So okay, thread is a class. Thread is a class, right? We have already saw this one. So inside that thread there is another method called sleep.
Sleep.
So what is the purpose of this sleep? If you call sleep and if you pass the time, so you are calling the sleep and you are passing some time. So what will happen? So first it will execute it and it will come here and it will stop execution for 1 second.
Okay.
So it
Then
will
again.
be ideal. Once the 1 second is over, and again it will go back and it will execute the second iteration of for loop.
Okay.
Then again it will come here and then again it will stop for 1 second.
So is one kind of synchronization, suppose timeout?
No, it's not synchronization. You are
Okay.
you want to provide some delay.
Delay. Okay, I got wait delay. Just like I got it.
Yes, yes. You wait, wait 1 second, then you can go back and start. Wait 1 second, go back and start. So the 1 second, how much time you are giving, based on that much seconds, it will wait and it will try to execute again.
So it will run actually till 9 times.
Yeah, 9 times it will run, but for every time it is waiting for 1 second.
Okay.
So okay, let me run and show you so that you will understand more. And another thing is, see, sleep is a method and it is throwing an exception type of compile time. See, there is an error. So what is the unhandled exception type? Interrupt exception. So we have to provide try catch.
Okay.
So just click this one and you will get try catch.
Okay.
So okay, now let me run it and we will see the results. So one is printing. Did you see it's displaying slowly, right?
Yeah, it's coming very slow. Slow means 1 second slow.
Yes, 1 second. It's waiting for 1 second. It is printing. So now let me give some 2 seconds.
Okay.
Okay. Now one printed and it's waiting for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Yes. Execution is done.
Yeah.
So basically I created one thread and I'm controlling the thread as per time interval also.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what I want to do, I want to create uh, okay, now fine. Okay, now what I want to do, I'm trying to register the same thread 2 times. What will happen? Just imagine. Okay, now thread 1 start. Start means indirectly, what I told you, we are trying to register a thread. So now I am trying to register one thread 2 times. So it's happened. Illegal thread exception. So why? Because first time you registered a thread, then it's fine. You will get CPU. Okay. So whenever you are trying to register second time same thread, so that is an illegal operation.
But still they're giving output.
Uh, so first thread is registered successfully. The second time whenever you are calling start, it failed.
Yeah.
So that's what you can able to see the output 0 to 9 only. Okay.
Yeah, got it. Okay, I have one question quick that
Hmm.
when actually we create a thread, maybe through extending from the parents, whatever else,
Uh-huh.
but the run actually method we always need to when we are running any threads. Is
Okay.
it the mandatory?
No, no. Can you please come again?
Okay, run method is actually is it mandatory for the for creating a thread
Correct.
always?
Correct. Yes, always. So why
Uh,
we are not calling run method directly, right? Here. Are you calling run method here?
no, no.
So we are calling start method, and from the start method, it will call run method. So if you call run method, I will show you that example also. Okay, now, so we should not register a thread 2 times. That is clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now let me remove it. Okay, now for your question, what I am trying to do. Okay, let me comment out this one. I'm not calling start method. So what I will do, I will call directly run method. Okay, what I'm trying to do, I will call run method directly. So what will happen now? Directly it will execute, right? That's all. It will not do anything.
Okay.
Correct. And let me run it. Let me show you. So it's displaying
Only.
I0123. And let me see the thread ID what we will get.
Okay.
That is also we need to see. So that is the main difference here. First, let's finish that thread programming. Then we will see the main thread. So thread ID what we got here?
IT10.
10. Okay, that is fine. Okay, let me now what I want to do. So first we are calling main method, right?
Yeah.
So we are triggering we are calling a main method. So main is a one thread basically. So we are creating this thread, and from this thread we are creating another thread.
Yeah.
Okay, basically here two threads. Main is one thread we created and it's running by JVM.
Right.
And thread is my thread is our own thread we created and we are executing this thread. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now so far it is good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now so let's suppose there is here so many threads are running, right?
Yes.
So how to get which thread is running, how to get a thread name? So each
Okay.
thread, this is my thread and this is thread demo. So how to get the name of a thread? So let me write a simple one line: thread dot current thread dot get name. So this is which thread? Main thread, right? This one.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm in main means it's main thread only. Whenever I'm running here my thread, this is my thread. This is main thread. Okay, let me run it and let me see. Don't give any delay. It will take more time. Just will print directly. Okay.
Okay.
So let me run it and we'll see what is the name of main thread. What is the name of main thread? Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. So now see. Yeah. So now, right, I am trying to read current thread name. So this is the syntax to read a current thread name. Thread dot current thread dot get name. So
Okay.
it will give you the name on which thread the system out is running. Okay, this thread is running. This line is running under which thread?
Main.
Main thread. Okay, let me run it and I will show you the name. So what is the that system out thread? Main. So that is one thread, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me keep the same statement inside run method also.
Okay.
Okay, now let me give my thread name. So I don't know what is the name of my thread, but just I'm trying to get the my thread name. Okay, let me run it. Did you see there? Main method thread name is main and my thread name also
Main.
name. But I told you right initially, these two are different threads, right?
Yes.
But name it is giving same name. Why? Because here we have not registered our thread. Did I call start method?
No.
No. So that's what this this is a simple Java program. This is also will be part of main thread.
Yeah.
Okay, let me call the start method and let me see the difference. Now this is a separate thread, right?
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm registering my thread and now I'm going to call it. Now see the name difference. What is the my thread name? What it's giving my thread name as thread -0, right?
Yeah.
So it registered. It's a separate thread now. Main thread is our thread, and whatever I have written my thread, it is name called thread-0. Default name it will give as a thread-0. Two threads.
Okay.
Now two are independent. You got it. You got the difference, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Let's suppose now the name by default JVM will give for all the threads naming like a thread-0, thread-1, thread-2, 3, 4 like that. If at all, if you want to change this name to as per your convenient, you can change that. And how to change a thread name? Just go here. There is a method called set name. So
Okay.
here you can give. I'm giving my thread name as a PPP. So you can register your thread as per your wish. So
Okay.
let me go back and run it. So what is the my thread name?
PP.
PPP. And after that, it's printing ID of thread and main thread name as main. So two threads, right?
Yes.
Okay, now what I want to do, so I want to get my main thread ID. Main thread ID, this main thread ID and this thread ID. Two are different, right? I
Yeah.
told you initially two threads are different, so they have two different IDs.
Yep.
So what I want to do, I want to give, I want to get main thread ID plus my thread ID. I want to get two different IDs. Main thread ID, not main thread, my thread. Two threads are different. So this main thread, right? We are not doing any registration, right? Here, are you doing any registration?
No.
No. But what is happening? JVM will register this thread. JVM will register this thread and it will call the main method. Okay. So
Okay.
that's what I'm telling. This one also a thread. Even though we are not doing any thread operation, but JVM will register this with the CPU and it will qualify thread demo as a thread. You got it right?
Yep.
Okay. Now let me comment out thread dot current thread dot get ID. Okay. Now let me run it and we will see what is the IDs I will get. So what is the main thread ID
Main thread ID is 1,
and what is the my thread ID?
10.
10. What is the main thread name
Main
and what is the my thread name?
is PVP.
PVP something, and after that it's displaying something. And did you notice anything here? First, what we are expecting to display? First, we are expecting to display main thread name. It is
Yeah.
displaying main thread name. Main, it is not displaying main thread name, right? First, we are expecting it should display, right? Which one should display?
Should be the first one should be the main one.
Correct. But it is displaying on the random. Sometimes see, sometimes it is printing for loop. After that, it is displaying something. In between, something also it is displaying.
Yep.
Why? Two threads are running now parallelly.
Okay.
So that's what two threads are printing something. But console is one, but two threads are trying to print something. So that's what you are getting jumbled, mixed input, mixed output.
Okay. So it's randomly actually giving the output that
Correct, correct. You don't know which one you will get, but you will get output everything, but you don't know the order. See now.
Yep, got it.
So basically here two threads are keep on running and it's printing the output. There is no any synchronization between them. So both
Right.
are independent. Okay. First main thread will register always. So that's what you're getting some small number than second thread.
Yeah.
So that is it will use some algorithm and it will generate the thread ID. So this is the way to set name of a thread and to get an ID. Okay.
Okay.
So thread dot current thread means wherever the statement is executing, it will try to get that particular thread ID or name.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
It is clear, right, so far?
Yep.
Okay. Now what I want to do, let me create some other example. Multi-thread demo. So now what I will do, I will create two threads and I will print the numbers.
Okay.
Okay, let me first write, let me create thread 1 is a class.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
extends
Thread.
thread. After that, what I had to do? After that, I had to override the run method.
Another.
Okay, so far it's good. And inside the run method, what I want to do, I want to display
Some number.
numbers. Integer I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus,
Yes.
system out. So here, right, what I want to do just for our naming conversion. So I'm trying to give here thread colon. After that, I want to display the number
Mm.
so that I can able to understand. So this number got printed by thread 1.
Okay.
So now I want to create another thread just by copying same as it is, and I want to give this name as a thread 2.
Okay.
Thread 2.
Yeah.
Okay, two threads but logic, I mean, two threads are doing same operation, but it's printing the numbers, that's all. Okay, now what I want to do, I want to call these threads thread 1 th1 equal to new thread 1. After that, what I had to do,
Thread
th1
two.
dot start.
Okay. Yeah.
So then first thread will start. Okay, let
Okay.
me copy and paste the same code, and let me start the second thread also.
Okay.
What is the second thread name? 2.
Two.
2 and 2 2. So okay, now I created two separate threads, and now I'm ready to start these threads, right?
Yes.
It is clear, right?
Yes. Clear.
Yeah. Okay, let me run it and we will see the results. See, two threads are running parallelly. It's completed the execution. See, first thread 1 is executed. You got the results, right?
Yes.
After that, thread 2 is executed and it's displaying the numbers.
Right.
Okay, now what I want to show you. So after printing one number, I want to wait for 1 second.
Okay.
1 second means 1000 milliseconds.
Yep.
Sleep method, it is throwing a checked exception, interrupt exception. So I have to provide the try catch.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, now I will give the same delay for thread 2 also.
Okay.
Okay. Now let me run it and we will see the results. See, thread 1, thread 2, thread 2, thread 1.
Same time they're running.
Yes, time is same and you are getting the results. It's
Results.
completed multi-threads. Okay, now what I want to show you. um, Let me give 2 seconds.
Okay.
2 seconds. Okay, now let me run it. Okay, now two threads are running. First thread one and thread two running and printing the results. Right? Now
Yeah.
what I want to show you. Yes. So this is the way. I mean, now two threads are running independently and they are giving the output.
Yep.
So far it is clear, right? Multiple threads and they are running, what is parallelly, and it's giving the results.
Yep.
But now, can you able to control the threads here? I mean, we are not able to expect the results. Which thread is, sometime thread 1 is starting, sometime thread 2 is starting, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
let
can.
me let me run so many times and you will see the results. No, thread 1, thread 1, thread 1. Now there is so many multiple programs are running here. So how many threads are see there? I ran the same program 3 times.
Two times. Okay.
So how many consoles it's expecting? 3 threads are running. See,
Yep.
3 main thread. Inside each main thread, 2 sub threads.
Yep.
So if one is execution is done, you will not see this thing. 3 Java programs are running. Each Java program having 2 sub threads.
Yep.
So now execution is done. Now go back. Execution is done. Execution is done. If the thread is still executing, you will see this red button. Now it is terminated. Did you see that? Terminate.
Yep.
So let me run it and show you the. See, now it is in red color.
Yes.
So means thread is executing. So how many threads? Only one thread.
Yep.
So this is the way to create a thread and to start a thread. And if you want to give the a name, we have to call th2 dot set name. Okay. So that is the way to give name to a thread. So let's suppose there is so many threads are running. Which thread should take high priority and which thread should take low priority?
Okay.
So that is a different concept, and each thread having a life cycle basically here. So whenever, so let me tell you the life cycle is very important. So here now, so first what you did, we created a thread, right?
Yeah.
Just we created a thread and just assume just we created a thread and you have not called start method. The first
Okay.
step is creating a thread. So this is step one. After that you are calling step two. So at step one, thread is having new status. This is the first status.
Yeah.
So whenever you are calling the start method, right? The second step. So thread having two stages. Running. Whether it is just running or runnable. What is the running and runnable? I'll tell you. Running and runnable. Two stages. So when you will get these stages when you are calling the start method. So whenever you are calling the start method, thread will have two stages, either running or runnable. Let's suppose its program is keep on executing. So then it is in running status.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's
Yep.
suppose say for instance, program is about to run. So it got CPU time, but it is not started executing. It's got the CPU time, but it's not started executing. So
Okay.
that time we can say runnable status. It is not running. It's waiting. It's about to running.
Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
runnable and running. So that is the difference. You got it right?
Yep.
Okay. Now the second and the third block is waiting. So whenever we are calling sleep method, so that time it will not do anything, right? It will be ideal for 2
Yeah.
seconds. So
Yeah.
that stage we used to call it as a wait block. Wait. So whenever you will call sleep method, so that time it will go to the wait block.
For
Okay.
2 seconds, it will be wait and that's the red block.
After 1 second, it will go back again it will run.
Okay.
Okay, after 1 second. So it will wait for 2 seconds or 1 second, whatever as per your delay. Once the time is over, then again it will go back to runnable or running stage and it will run. Right?
Right.
Once the running is done, finally what will happen? Dead.
That.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Once the running is over, then it will go on dead.
Right.
Okay. Thread is in waiting stage. 2 seconds. Something happened, some exception came, then it will dead.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the life cycle of a thread. So whenever you are creating an object, it will be new status. So whenever you are calling the start method, so it will go to the running or runnable stage. So whenever you will call a sleep method, so it will go to the blocked stage. So this one I can say blocked stage. Blocked stage. Okay, blocked stage. Once the time is over, then again it will go back to the running or runnable stage. If the program is executed successfully, then it will go to the dead stage.
Right.
Or let's suppose if the program is in blocked stage and if something happened, some exception occurred, so then it will go back to the dead stage.
That's it.
So these are the possible life cycle of a thread. Let's suppose if you want to know the stage or status of a thread, so you can able to get here also. So let's suppose if you want to get here, status of a thread. Status
Okay.
colon. So let me give some thread name. Status thread 1. So what I want to get here, th1 dot get state. So now I
Okay.
want to get my current thread state. So let me run it and we will see. See now what is the current thread state? It's runnable.
Yeah.
So like that, you will see so many different status. Let's suppose take here. So once if you call this what is it? This sleep method, then the thread will go to blocked stage.
Blogger.
Blocked stage, right? So
Yeah.
if you want to get this stage, so you have to call this thread object in different place. Then can able to get the this thread status, right? So
Mhm.
like that for every thread having the 5 stage and status: new, running, runnable, blocked, and dead.
Yeah.
So at any point of time, if you want to get to know the status of a thread, you have to call the get state method. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And now the second point is like we have so many threads, right? Thread 1, thread 2. So which thread should take first the CPU time? Which thread will be the high priority? So there
Okay.
are multiple threads is there in the same, right? Like if you see the CPU, I mean your operating system, whenever you're clicking start manager, then it will display all the threads and CPU memory, everything, right?
Yes.
So okay. So whenever if any program got hanged, then what you will do? Just you will give right click and you will do end process.
And process, right.
That is one thing. Along with that end process, you will see some other options also. More give priority something. If you select that priority, then you will get 3 options: low priority, medium priority, high priority. So
Right.
basically, what is that? Let's suppose even now I am running so many programs. So let's suppose now my machine is very slow. Now I want to give high priority for my Word document. Then you select that particular word process, right click and
Yeah.
select that option, high priority, give high priority. So then your Word program will run. I mean it will take more CPU memory
Right.
than other programs. Okay, that's
Yeah.
what you are trying to give more priority for your programming thread. So let's suppose here also we have a priority concept. So how to give a priority or how to read the priority of a thread? So there is basically 3 priorities is there. One is 1 low priority, 5 high priority, 10 sorry 5 is medium priority, 10 is high priority.
Okay.
So you got it right. 3 priorities:
Yeah.
1, 5, 10. 1 is low priority, 5 is high priority. Sorry, 10 is high priority, 5 is medium priority.
Yeah.
So let's suppose if you want to know the priority of a thread, priority, then you have to call a method called priority. So now I'm calling the priority of thread 1. So let me run it and we will see. So what is the priority of thread 1? Priority of thread 1 is 5, right?
Yeah.
So you can able to see that value means it's a medium priority. So by default, it will give medium priority for all the threads.
Right.
So if at all, if you want to change that priority, you can able to change the priority. How to change the priority? So we have to call th1 dot set priority. So here you have to give 1 or 5 or 10. Only these are the possible values. So you should
So
not give 2, 3, 4.
only three values, and that's the assigned value.
Correct. Now it will take 1. So let me give me the lowest priority and let me run this program. Now the program is running.
Yes.
Program is running successfully. Now what I want to do, let me give some wrong value. Did 2 priority is there?
Yeah. No, no, 5.
No, it is not there, right? Let me run it and see what you will get it. No, it will take priority between 1 to 10, but it will not take priority between less than 1 and greater than 1.
Yeah.
So that is the condition. It will take, but let me give me that priority as 11. 10 is there, but 11 is not there. Let me give this. I'm trying to set priority 10. So it is telling illegal argument exception.
Right.
Why? Because there is no the such kind of priority called 11. We have priority maximum from 1 to 10.
Yeah. Right.
So let me give the priority as -1, -1 or 0.
Okay.
So 0 also is not there. Let me run it and so 0 is not there. So it's failing.
Yeah.
So you have to set the priority between 1 to 10 only.
Yep.
Okay. So this is the some sample methods. Tomorrow we will see some other how to control 2 threads.
Okay.
Okay. Tomorrow we will see some other examples.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
And
fine.
tomorrow we'll meet same time.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah. Thanks.
Have a good day. You too.
Yeah. Thanks.